Welcome to Property Care. Today we are going to discuss about 10 myths of real estate investment. So generally, customers think that, real estate is the one which helps a lot. So it definitely it helps, and we should be choosing the right property and the right place for a good return on investments. So these certain ideas are a myth. It is not correct. So it is a perfection is the perception. So it is according to the individuals. So whatever they think it is correct, yes, it is correct to them. So it is not correct to all of others. So where we have to be careful on property investment. That is the objective of this video. So I am going to discuss 10 myths of property investment, which applies to the all the categories like residential, commercial, industrial, and agriculture, and target audiences or property investors. So what are all the 10 myths of property investment? So the first one is real estate always appreciates. So this is the myth. So I have seen cases, even my story, I have invested in a property which is a PMRDA approved layout in 2004. So one developer came with an installment opportunity for buying a plot. So that time it was hot market. So I also went and invested in that property. Finally, the developer left in the middle. Then, I was not able to find them. Then I saw that all the investor fight and with the developer. So finally, he came with an option that he shown me another property nearby. Then he said, so you paid so and so money, and you have to pay the difference amount to register this particular property. Then I went again and registered without taking the whatever paid earlier, because that looking difficult to pay him. So that's why he's offering another plot. So I went ahead and purchased it. Finally, the same way he disappeared in the middle of the project development. So till now that land is there empty, and we are not able to sell to anyone, and it is not even appreciating because it gets locked. So we don't know when that issue gets solved, and then we can sell it. So this is the status. So whatever the investment you make it, and even after 10 years, 15 years, not even appreciating, and our money also locked. So it is not giving a return on investment what we did at that time. So we have to wait endless. So this is the point I'm trying to insist. So we should be very careful on where we invest, and how that gives a return on investment over a period of time. Is that developer have a good credibility? So you should choose that and invest on the property. So the next one is location doesn't matter. So many people think that location doesn't matter. Real estate will increase. So this is not correct. So you should be alert. They'll try to sell you by giving cheap offers at some discounted price. So you tend to go and invest it. Finally, you land up into the problem. So location matters. You should choose that right location where the good amount of appreciation potential, and developing area where corporates are planned to come up, some outer ring roads are coming, some metro connectivities are coming. See, this is the point you should look for and try to invest. See that my customer is invested in one place where from main road 6 kilometer inside, and roads are very poor. So very difficult to reach that place. So when next buyer coming, and when we take them to reach itself, they're saying, no, I don't need this property, turn back. So because of the road facilities to reach that property is not good enough, because this is during daytime, and even night, very difficult to go to that place, and there is no road, no lights. So very difficult to sell over a period of time, and a very slow appreciation. So location also matters. Then leverage loan is always good. So many people believe that this statement, and get into the trap of loan. I suggest whoever investing in this property to go through the Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. So he has done a very clear study on understanding the cash flow. So he has given the idea of like how to buy the assets, when to buy the assets. So our people are generally thinking that I am buying a property, asset, flat, villa, etc., thinking that I'm buying an asset. But if you see, they are buying the liability. So they have to pay 20, 25 years, whatever their earnings should go to the bank. So that is not that something, you are enjoying it. You get trapped, locked for next 20 years, and you have to work for corporate for next 20 years. So buying an asset should not lock your life and your enjoyment. So I would suggest to go through that book and try to understand. Don't get into that loan trap. And that generally people who join the office first 1 year, they don't follow. Second year onward, they'll start call you. Sir, we have this offer, that offer. Please don't attend those things. Try to buy whatever small property also with your savings money. Every month, at least 10% you should allocate for your savings. So there are some books called Rich Man of Babylon. There is a book. You please go through it. In that very olden days only, that savings been explained. So you should start save at least 10% from your earnings and try to invest that money into the property, and that smaller also okay. From that return, you should start investing into another property. So you should not get into the loan trap. Rental income is passive. So many people think that I buy a property and that gives my monthly return. That's ideally it is correct, but on top of that, there are a lot of things they need to follow. For example, 6 months down the line, the tenant says, I'm moving out. And this person, property is in Bangalore, he is in Mumbai. So what they do, so from there, they have to come here. I have seen a customer who come here and stay in the flat after the tenant move out and look for a prospective tenant. And by staying there, he has to fill the property and go back to his place, Mumbai, after filling the property. So he will be here for at least a month to do this activity and go back to Mumbai. So 1 month stay here and his, job there, it is disrupted. And attending the calls, follow up the lead, showing the property. So it is called a do it yourself. So this is the DIY. So this mode will not work. So you need a property manager who like us who can manage these things. See, we do full time this job so that we can easily handle these things. We have a team will help you to solve these problems. So it is not that you're buying a property and your job is over. So majority of residential properties are need to be managed by the professional property managers. So this is generally, the wrong perception that they buy it and you rent out and it will give some income. It is not like that. There are a lot of issues will come. Suppose tenant will say some seepage issues, some painting peeling off. There are some of the other issues they'll keep telling. So we have to have consistently coordinate with the vendor and get that issue solved and supervise the job they have done correctly. Who pays this? Some owners, I have a fully furnished flat and they have some fridge compressor spoiling. TV is not working. So they used to call us. We are the property managers and they call us and we will see the problem and get the right vendor. If Sony meaning, we raise the ticket with the Sony. So the same Sony technician will come and say, and he'll say backside one PCB board has gone. So now who will pay that? We have to talk to the tenant vendor and understand where is the problem. Is this guy made anything wrong? The tenant. Then we found out that because of the age of the TV, the PCB board has gone. So that he is telling around 7,000, 8,000, tenant will not pay because it's not their fault. It is 10 years old TV. Then I went to the owner and I told about these things and explained, and they paid to the vendor. Then now TV is issue is solved. So these kind of issues, how the owner can solve these things sitting in remotely. So you should be understanding that whenever you buy a property, make sure that in case if you are not there, who can manage this property, or anybody nearby property manager can manage this professionally. Should keep look for that in your mind and invest into the property. All real estate investments are equal. No, it is not like that. So if you are buying a commercial property, it is commercial real estate, it works slightly different. For example, if a lease agreement, when you make it 3 plus 3 plus 3, we make it for commercial real estate. And negotiations not on every year. So every 3 years, the negotiation will happen. And suppose if you have little bigger thing, you need to appoint a facility manager, management people. For example, one day security is not reporting. Who will solve that problem? This is slightly a bigger, smaller size. Even showroom it applies. Security will not come up. So you should delegate these to facility management people. For example, DG, diesel is empty. We have to consistently fill the diesel in the DG. So it's not that you buy that commercial property and your job is over. See, generally people make mistake like residential, you buy it and that will be taken care. So, or at least the person who is showroom running people, they should engage some facility manager. And I've seen like 2, 3 companies in one building, first floor, second floor, third floor, 3 different companies. And the rent, second guy is not paying properly. 1 and 3rd coming, and then who will follow up that? Every month you have to follow up. And one guy is saying cash he will pay. How do you account? So we should be small investment level itself this one. And bigger ones is okay. There are big companies, they'll manage it on behalf of owners. But this is generally a small investors, they see big challenge. Suppose tenant moving out, renting out is really difficult compared to the residential. Some property, okay, some locations are okay. Something like 3rd floor, 4th floor, some 2,000 square feet. Something like a gym will fit there. So we have to look for that kind of tenant. That skill generally the purchasing owner will not have it. So you should look for some professional who can work on that and help you to solve this problem. Then it needs a lot of money. See, this also one myth, investors in mind that when I go to real estate, I need a lot of money. This also myth, it's not correct. I have put another video called Real Estate Investment Trust Crowdfunding. And please watch those videos. Even small investors can come to the real estate. And you need some expert consulting, or you need to go through certain options available in the market, do some thorough study and invest in. See, this information is I am sharing for a knowledge purpose and information purpose only. You don't need to take a decision whatever I am saying. So if you are comfortable taking that, understanding what you have and you think that it is correct, you please invest on that area. Smaller amount, start with smaller amount, gradually you increase it. So if you're happy, and then you can increase it anytime. So by thinking this lot of money and you will lose the opportunity. Flipping is easy and profitable. The flipping house is nothing but a property, it is in a distressed state. For example, some long time, 5, 6 years not maintained, some lot of repair work is there and not able to rent out the property and owner deciding to sell it. So there are property consultants who will buy this property and renovate it and sell it in the higher price. So that is called flipping houses. So this flipping houses is, if it is a good property and if you after renovate, if you are able to sell immediately, it is good. But there are some unexpected cost will be involved once you start work, and you will see some new things. For example, structure is not good. So you should, when you buy itself, you should hire a right consultant and do the thorough inspection, see the report, then you make a decision of buying it. What is the cost will be involved after we buy it and to renovate? Get the quote, understand that, then you buy it. Once you buy it and do those fixes and sell it in a higher price. If you make any mistake on these things, it will ruin your profit. So you will end up into loss, or your invested money get locked for a long time. So these things you will face. So you should be cautious on flipping houses also. Tax benefit or the main advantage. See, this is a corporate. See, I am also was in corporate for 15 years. I worked in Wipro, Siemens. So generally, there they will push the bank loan guys, or you are not having home loan, you take a loan so that you get tax benefit. I also took huge loan. Then later I realized that it is 1.5 lakhs only the cap. I am paying more than 1 lakh per month. This is 1.5 lakhs only cap for one financial year. So now what to do? So I realized that I made a mistake. So this is the where we have to be careful, and when we take the loan and see that whatever the interest portion you pay and the principal portion you pay, take it to that smaller, which matches 1.5 lakh is okay at least. Ninth one, the short term is always better and easy to liquid. This is also not correct. Real estate investment mostly for a long term or medium term, at least 3 to 5 years, is the ideal time. So people say that you buy this today and next year you will see get double the income. Don't trust on those things. Maybe one or two projects, but the majority it is not working like that. There is no get rich quick solution in real estate. Somehow one or two may work, but that doesn't mean that all the project will work. So somebody says this, you should be cautious and carefully make the right decision. And buying a bigger property, good city, new property, under construction property is the best. So these things are generally the investors' thoughts. But the bottom line, we should be very careful at that net cash flow matters. So what is the revenue it is generating end of the day? Is that at least matching the the cost you pay the rent to another property, or at least the FD interest, are we able to get it? So what is that? It is giving some real benefit for that investment. These things are the crucial things. If the return on investment, if it is not good, then there is no point in investing in that property. I would suggest you be there on the rent only. Why you want to spend a lot of money to EMI and pay huge bank loan interest? It gives a very less rent or return on investment. So you should be cautious on these things. People say a lot of things, but should be thinking in unconventional way, out of the box thinking before investing in it. So I hope this gives some good idea about the myths on the real estate investment. So I'll share more details on these things in future videos. So keep watch the ideas and inputs I am sharing. You will definitely realize the value over a period of time. So this is our vision mission. We do property management mainly for traveling guys who are not here. Their apartments or villas are here. We do end-to-end service for them. So it is self-explanatory. Please go through. This is our service catalog. So what service we offer, and what is the benefit the end customer will get it. You get some high-level idea. If any understanding issues, please connect with us. We'll help you. This book I am writing mainly for traveling guys who are NRIs or OCIs. They want to invest in India. So this will help them to make right decision on their property investment. So thank you for watching. So I hope this will give you some idea about property investment. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Bye bye. If you have any questions, please comment us. If you like this video, please give thumbs up, subscribe, and click the button for more value added videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you.